Apple may soon release a more budget-friendly version of the Apple Watch. At the moment, the starting price for the standard Apple Watch is about $399, which can be a bit steep for some people, but if you're in the market for a more affordable smartwatch, whether it's for yourself, a parent who wants to stay connected, or a child who's just getting started with tech, the Apple Watch SE2 has been the go-to option. However, there's one downside. The SE2 hasn't received any recent updates, leaving fans waiting for something fresh. The exciting news? Apple is reportedly developing a brand new Apple Watch SE model. Here's everything we know so far, including what the expected price could be and when you might be able to get your hands on it. Let's break it down. The Apple Watch SE was created to deliver the core Apple Watch experience at a lower price point. The original model launched at $279 and the second generation dropped to $249. For a while now, there's been speculation that Apple might introduce a plastic version of the Watch SE, something ultra durable, lightweight, and even more affordable. But recent reports suggest Apple is hitting some roadblocks. While most companies can easily produce low-cost plastic products, Apple operates differently. The challenge lies in making a plastic version that's cheaper than the aluminum one without compromising on quality. Apple already has a highly efficient supply chain for aluminum, which is also easy to recycle, a big plus for the company's environmental goals. Switching to plastic would require Apple to either develop a custom eco-friendly material or use post-consumer recycled PCR plastic. The catch? PCR plastic is harder to work with. It becomes more brittle as recycled content increases, and it's costlier to collect, process, and reuse than new plastic. So while the idea of a budget-friendly plastic Apple Watch sounds simple, the execution is anything but. According to a report by Bloomberg, even Apple's own design team is reportedly not very impressed with the appearance of the plastic material. It seems that using plastic to craft a wearable device like the Apple Watch brings a unique set of challenges, and it's becoming increasingly clear that these hurdles are quite significant for Apple to overcome. This leads to the big question: will the upcoming Apple Watch SE3 actually be built using plastic, or will the company stick with its traditional aluminum casing? At this stage, it's still uncertain. Since mass production hasn't begun yet and the final design is still in development, there's still an opportunity for Apple to make adjustments. However, time is ticking, and they'll need to make a firm decision very soon if they want to stay on track. The current Apple Watch SE model is powered by the S5 chip, a processor that was originally introduced in 2022. This is in line with Apple's usual approach when it comes to its more affordable devices. They often equip them with older but still capable chips, as seen recently with the iPhone 16e. By doing this, Apple not only enhances the device's performance, but also extends its usability over time. This means they don't need to release frequent updates, which likely explains why the Apple Watch SE hasn't received a refresh in several years. As for new features, particularly health sensors, there haven't been any strong or reliable rumors indicating major upgrades. Higher-end Apple Watch models already come with advanced health tracking options, such as electrocardiogram, ECG, sleep apnea detection, body temperature monitoring, and blood oxygen level measurement. While these features are useful, we believe they may not be essential enough to be added to a lower-priced model like the SE. That said, if Apple does decide to include any one of these features, the ECG sensor would be the most likely candidate, since it has been around for the longest and is already well integrated into the Apple ecosystem. Apple continues to focus on distinguishing its premium smartwatches by packing them with more advanced technology. One clear example is the highly anticipated Apple Watch Ultra 3, which is rumored to include support for both 5G connectivity and satellite messaging capabilities, features that could truly elevate it above the competition. Now turning to the more affordable option, the Apple Watch SE3, many people are wondering what kind of price tag it might carry. As we've mentioned before, the previous SE model saw a price reduction, and Apple might follow the same strategy this time around. If Apple manages to manufacture a new version using a plastic body, it could cut production costs and pass the savings on to consumers. In that case, we could see the SE3 launching at a very competitive price, possibly $199 or maybe even up to $229. Apple clearly recognizes the importance of having an entry-level, budget-friendly smartwatch in its lineup, and even if the plastic body SE3 doesn't become a reality, we're still likely to see an aluminum version released to fill that space. What about you? How are you feeling about the upcoming upcoming Apple Watch SE 3. Are you looking forward to it? Which features matter the most to you in a smartwatch? Battery life, health tracking, price, or design? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.